Hello YouTube, what is up? This is Shatner's Prodigy, and you may recognize this video, you may not. This is me versus Luxury, or I should say it was me versus Luxury for about 5 seconds, because he goes AFK, and if you watch the video I put up on Sunday, you'll know that I get banned at the end of this. Now the video I put up was unedited so that I could send it to the moderators of Dueling Network and try and get the ban appealed, because in my opinion he was far out of line in banning me. But here I'm going to post up a video explaining why I think this ban is unjust and really just elaborating on why I think this ban is complete and utter trash. So here the AFK has indeed started with him sending Graf to the graveyard, as you know if you watched the video on Sunday, which I'll link down in the description. And here I start trying to prompt him to, move, because he is not moving indeed or at all. The reason I even have this on footage is because I was recording Fabled Quasar vs. the World 9, I think it is, and I was just trying to, and there I see that there's almost 11 admins online, which, I mean, it obviously means he's not trying to go AFK to force me to admit defeat. And under any normal circumstance, I would have left the game, but since I was recording, I wanted to put on a good show for you guys. So here I call the admin, and thankfully it's only 2 minutes until he shows up. I've sped this up, of course, because the video on Sunday was monstrously tedious. But coming up here, you're going to see the reason I got banned. And in about 3 seconds. So this action right here is indisputably, definitely, under any circumstance, cheating. I draw the top 3 cards of my deck, and I put them back on top of the deck. Now, let's see that action again in slow motion. Okay, ready? Now, why would I do that action? Now, the reason I do that action is to see if the sound of me drawing cards will either restart his connection or something, give it a jump start, or if it'll draw him back to the monitor because he hears me drawing cards. Okay? Keep that in mind, because that's going to become very important very soon. So here we skip to this bit here, and I guess speed it up a little bit until the admin shows up. And then I'm going to get into the more logistic side of things, where I discuss why I think this ban is completely and totally irrelevant. So yeah, the admin shows up, and I'm going to real-time talk this. Now, the reason why I think this ban is just plain out stupid is because, as I'm going to show you in a little bit, I'm going to post up the definition of cheating on Dueling Network. And the definition they provide is, quote-unquote, intentionally drawing cards or gaining life points with the intent to cheat. Now, as I even explained to the admin right here, I had no intention to cheat whatsoever. I was trying to see if drawing would get him to respond to what I was doing in the form of drawing, and he didn't. Whenever I get banned for cheating, the reason I see it is I'm getting banned for cheating because I attempted to elicit a reaction from an opponent who was already breaking rules. This is similar to if, let's say you go to a locals at a card tournament, right? And at your local card tournament, it is against the rules under any circumstance to go to your opponent's side of the table during a tournament. Now let's say that opponent up and walks out of the duel, and you get up and try and follow him to ask him where he's going. You can't get him to respond, you can't get him to look back at you, he gets in his car and drives away. At which point you go back into the store and talk to the store administrator, right? And you say, yo, my opponent just bailed, and they're like, oh, did you go to his side of the table to try and chase him? And you're like, yes, you're being banned from this store for going to your opponent's side of the table. Which is complete baloney, that wouldn't stand up in any court of the land. And coming up here, you're going to see that this guy does not know the definition of cheating on Dueling Network. Let's read it, guys. Let's read it together. The definition of cheating, according to Dueling Network's own rules, intentionally drawing several cards with the intention to cheat. Did I have the intention to cheat? No, my intention was pure. I was trying to get the opponent to react. It was explained to the admin explicitly, and he went ahead and banned me. And whenever I said as much to the Dueling Network administrators, they upheld the ban. I said as much to a senior admin, Argo42 over Reddit, he upheld the ban. This is complete and utter trash, but I gotta deal with it. It was just a 5-day ban. which is ridiculous because now I have a strike on my account that I've been working very hard to build, and the second I do any one of those other offenses, which are all relatively minor, is the second I get perma banned because this guy essentially doesn't know how to roll. He didn't roll the situation correctly. I should have gotten, I don't know, a game warning at least. This is the dumbest, just the most stupid false rolling over a situation that shouldn't even exist in the first place, because my opponent was away from the keyboard and I was just trying to elicit a reaction. I'm sorry if I sound hot-tempered. I've built this account and channel up a lot just on my own, and it just makes me mad whenever someone can just go ahead and wreck it like that. I'm sorry guys, I'll have a video up on Friday, and I hope you enjoyed. Shatner Prodigy signing out.